Hey guys, welcome to Offshoot Comics Off Topic. We're your host Kirby Kid
and Black Superman,
also known as David Clark
and Walter Bryant.
And this is an Attack on Titan super episode.
Yeah, now we've been busy with some other stuff, so we kind of fell behind on Titan. We apologize. Partly my fault, mostly my fault. It was my fault, all right. I haven't read Titan in like the whole year, so we went back. I went back, and over the course of a couple of days, I just marathoned the whole thing.
Chapters
50 through 72.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
And Titan is not like a normal manga with like 16 pages. This is like 46 pages per chapter.
But we're about to review them all. Walter, recap us on what's happened in the last however many chapters you just read.
Okay, now here's the funny thing. That whole 22 chapters of manga, the only thing that happened was Eren was captured. Krista was convinced that she needed to kill him. They got free. That's it.
Well, no, you found out how Eren became a Titan.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah. I mean, like the major points,
yeah.
like basically all those 20-something chapters happened in like 3 days.
It was an action-packed 3 days, though.
It really was, though.
So I mean, so at this point, like we're just gonna go over everything that we can remember because that's a lot to cover.
Okay, so the biggest thing that happened at the beginning of all this is they decided to mutiny against the government,
and they won.
So now the government is being run by the Survey Corps,
as it should be.
And so yeah, they say, "Hey, Krista, by the way, we know your real name. It ain't Krista. It's Historia."
That's so stupid. That's a dumb name.
We want you to run the world
for whatever reason, because we like having people rule us.
No, because for some reason people in imperial countries,
they love their kings.
Yeah, and if you've got even the slightest bit of royal blood in you, everybody wants to follow you.
Right.
I don't understand it.
And you also found out a little bit about like her family's importance. They had basically they had a Titan shifter ability that they passed down.
Yeah. Which
gave you the ability to control the mindless Titans, which I don't know if they covered this because there's a lot to remember. But I don't know if they covered this, but somehow Eren's dad got it.
Yeah, they do cover that. That's like chapter 60. Something.
Okay, since you're fresh, go ahead and...
So yeah, Eren's dad, I don't know how he found out that they had it. Mm-hmm. That part is kind of vague, but he finds out that they have it. So he becomes a Titan himself, and then he attacks the royal family member who has the Titan power, which is Krista's sister, and he ate her.
Right.
And then he got the Titan shifter power and the ability to control the Titans. But because they're not part of the royal line, he doesn't know why they haven't used it.
Right. Well, now wasn't there one thing that I was saying that the person in the I think it's the Reese family line?
Family, yeah.
Yeah, that they had a hard time controlling it because eventually the power would kind of overtake them.
Yeah, like the power comes from the first king, the first Titan. So every time they accept this new power, the power takes over them and they actually become the first Titan. They become the king.
Right.
So whatever his reason was for having the Titans take over the world and box them all inside these 3 walls, they all just become that. So instead of freeing the world,
they
which they all want to do, they just stay there.
Because they become the guy who made the choice in the first place.
Yeah.
So, but it looks like there happens to be a curse that only pertains to the Reese. Because Eren's dad got it, seemed to didn't hurt him at all.
Yeah, and then he gave it to Eren, and now Eren...
Now, how did he give it to Eren?
Eren ate him.
Yeah. Alright, so guys, remember that scene where he injects Eren? Yeah, he didn't magically just become an awesome Titan. He was a regular, stupid, baby-looking Titan. And then he ate his own dad because his dad basically let him do it, obviously.
Yeah,
and that's how Eren got the power to. Because like, remember, in order to shift back to human form, I think you have to eat a human.
You have to eat a Titan that becomes human.
Right. Yeah. I think and so he ate him, so he was able to shift back, which also made him into an awesome Titan. But that's also where he got the ability to control Titans. Also, Eren can control Titans if you're not caught up.
Yeah, and this cave where he's trapped at actually brings all these memories back. Because that's like once they got to this cave, that was when Krista started remembering things about her life also.
Right.
So Eren now remembers all these things about his dad, including eating him, and he's all guilt-ridden, and he's just kind of... He actually could have gotten free a couple of times. He just doesn't do it because he's like punking out.
And he felt bad. He was like, I ate my dad? What? Like, what?
Yeah.
I thought Daddy was alive. Daddy, what? You know, and then now we found out, I guess, a little bit more about the Ackerman. I guess family a little bit. I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They are the they are like the second in command to the king.
Right.
They were like they were his.
We saw what's his face's backstory. The guy who trained Levi.
Kenny.
Yeah. Oh, we saw the guy. For me, out of the last good long while, the biggest thing outside of Eren becoming a Titan was the remember the trainer guy, the guy you saw in the last chapter.
Yeah.
You find out that he was in love with Eren's mom. Basically, he was the Snape, or Snape. There we go. I'm back. Snape of the series, sort of. Except he didn't get. He's not dead yet. But he was in love with Eren's mom, and she picked
Eren's dad,
who was, I don't know why. I don't know what he did. I mean, of course he saved them from the plague, but yeah, I mean that's probably a big deal.
He seems to be pretty brilliant, actually.
Yeah.
You know, so and in a world where everybody is sheep, that's probably pretty.
She's like
impressive.
I like this guy. It's going to get me somewhere.
He actually thinks.
Yeah, but you find out that the trainer guy is the person who, way back in the beginning of Titan, messed with Eren's harness thing so he would fail the test because he was trying to keep Eren alive. And like I knew someone had tampered with it because I could tell by the way he was looking at it, like that someone had tampered with it, but I didn't know who it was and why. And I honestly thought that the trainer was gonna never come back. I thought he was not gonna be important at all. Did you?
Nah,
I thought he was a background character.
He just seemed like the guy who was going to get them out of there so they could get into the story.
Yeah, and now it makes sense why when Eren did, he was like, "Really? I'm trying to keep you alive. Why are you so good all of a sudden?"
But see, by the same token though, Eren is so great at all this stuff, all this random stuff, but then he gets into the middle of battle and he I don't know. It's like he stops thinking, or he starts thinking. Because there are some trains of thought that say that a trained warrior, you stop thinking, you'll live because your body does what it needs to.
I think he thinks too much.
Yeah, that may be
because he thinks much about being angry and vengeful. It's like no, just go out there and fight. But I think after everything he's been through now, I think he's gonna this is gonna be a big character grow up moment because now he knows how he became a Titan. That's kind of a sobering moment. He knows everything that's going on. So I think he's gonna be a little bit more of a.
And then Historia told him why she wouldn't take the power back. That was really important. That was a really important character growth thing for her. Because she told him point blank, I'm not good enough for this. If I take this power back, I'm going to become the enemy of the entire world. So it has to be in the hands of someone who can actually use it to free us.
Right.
And I can't.
And now Eren's not just some person who's fighting for revenge. Now he has to carry all humanity on his shoulders. And I think if he can't grow up here, then Mikasa is the new main character. I'm just saying, well, I mean, so much has happened.
Yeah,
they broke the room into pieces and made it into flashlights and light sources, which is pretty brilliant. Because most mangas and animes, or stories in general, when they find an area like that, they never come back and do anything with it.
Eren got a new power.
So wait, which power you talking about?
The power to harden.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, he got they
had a vial of
which basically he got like a rare candy or he got like a new ability coin that he found somewhere in a video game. He's like, yes, new ability.
Yeah, but see, unlike Goku or Sasuke, they actually said, well, here it is right here. This is the ability right here in this vial.
We're not even going to pretend like you trained for it. Here you go. Done.
New upgrade.
Now, wasn't there other abilities there too, or was it just hardened?
No, well, there may have been other abilities there.
There's other vials there.
Yeah.
And I was like...
But he found that one, and he bit into it. I don't even think he knew what it was. He just grabbed it and bit it.
Eren's not smart. He didn't get that from his dad.
He knew it was a Titan, but he knew it was a Titan ability.
This is the thing! Oh my god, glass in my mouth! the main thing that's the only thing that's happened these last almost half of a year or a year at this point is they found out Eren has the power to control Titans. They overthrew the government. They did that whole arc where they were trying to convince the newspaper guy to be a man. Mm-hmm. The merchant dude is dead. His son turned out to not be lame.
Finally,
I mean they had to drag him through it, but he ended up not to be lame. They found out about how Eren became a Titan, the history of the king storyline, whatever. They got flashlights now.
And okay, 3D gear is awesome, but they have. We had already said Spider-Man. The 3D gear was a ripoff of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The handheld 3D gear, that is just straight Spider-Man.
Choo, choo. I have to admit though, the fight scene between those the human hunter gear people and Levi with the I think his leg was still shattered, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was a great fight because he was murdering everybody. Then he went to this bar that he knew had a gun right. I just I love that.
That was beautiful.
That was a great. I think didn't he like use his 3D gear to like stab someone in the throat or whatever?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you're not gonna beat him. He's way better than you.
Oh, and then there was that point where he's walking around and he walks up to Mikasa and he's like, "So you've had this moment, right, where something happened and you just discovered you were really, really powerful." And then he walks past everybody else, like, and you've had that moment, right?
Right.
It's like we are the elite. The rest of you just follow us.
It's apparent. Everyone knows who matters in a fight. You need Armin's brains. You need Levi and Mikasa for fighting, and then you need Eren for the stuff that they can't handle.
Yeah,
that's it. You have those four, you win.
Pretty much, yeah.
You don't need Jean. You don't.
No, you don't.
But you may need Sasha because she eats potatoes, and it's pretty hilarious.
She's pretty funny. Yeah. Did you remember what happened to the ruling king at the time? Right, the guy
wasn't he asleep?
No, they were torturing him and they had him turned upside down and they were feeding him through his butt. Remember they had that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, dude, they've got him turned upside down in a chair, and he's like on his head. They've got him tied down, and then they've got a funnel in his butt, and then they've got like a hose going around from his other parts, and they're like, yeah, so we're gonna feed you from the bottom, and then every now and then we're gonna trot you out for the people to see, so that they can be reminded of what a terrible person you were.
Wow, I must have skipped that part.
Pixis is like, I mean, and I love a character like this who basically tells you the truth. I picked the winning side.
Yeah.
Like, if the government had won, I was going with them. I would have shot you. And I had no problem with this.
He's a straight shooter. You know where you stand with him at all times. But there's so much, and I know we're probably missing a lot of stuff, but we're trying to cover all the big things so that from this point on, Walter, we're going to be able to cover each chapter as it happens, right?
Yes. Okay, as they happen.
You tell them that.
We will cover them as they happen.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Now, to be fair, there were a few of them. The reason why we didn't cover them was just because nothing really happened. There's a couple of chapters.
There were a few times when we were going to make a video. We were like, nah.
Yeah, like they spent 3 chapters talking.
Yeah.
In the barn, so there just was no point.
Now, if we have missed something in this gigantic leap of 20 some odd chapters, let us know down below, and then we'll do an addendum to this video. But I think we covered most of
it. But remember when they first go into the cave? They're outnumbered by like 50 to 1.
And then they decide to win?
Yeah, and they're like, okay, put off some smoke bombs and then kill them all.
Also, the Type movie is coming out. I think it comes out this month.
In Japan.
Yeah, in Japan. I think it's coming out. I think they're going to do some screenings in America around this year at some point. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see it when it comes out, and we'll let you know if Levi's in it. He better be, because you've already ruined Mikasa's storyline, because they're all Asian.
Yeah.
So unless they make her half white, it's...
I mean, and then, that was another thing. Like, they actually took the time to point out again that Mikasa... was special because she was Asian. I mean, like in these, they point that out, I guess, in like chapter 20 or something like that. In these last few chapters, they said it again. For all of when Levi was pointing out how awesome she was, it's like, you found out because you were Asian and that somebody was trying to kill you that you had to become awesome.
Right.
This is her backstory.
So
and you've destroyed it.
They make her part white now for it to work. I mean, they can't show a white person really, but I mean.
They can.
I mean, I'm sure they have one in Japan who's an actor. But also, if they're in Japan, though, like, why don't they just get off the island? Like, Titans can't swim.
Yeah, but they're, trapped inside the wall.
No, but real quick, though, there's, like you're an island now.
And you also have tanks.
You have tanks!
If you have tanks, you probably have airplanes.
Because didn't the plane come before the tank?
Yeah.
So, chances are, okay, look, you can get out. The water's not that far away. It's not like we're like
if they have tanks, you got boats.
If they were in Europe, like if they were in Europe, like they were in the anime, okay, that's a long way in any one direction to go. if you're in Japan, that's comparatively not that far.
Well, but if you're in random Asia, you know, not Japan, the island, but if
Right.
you're like in Asia, on the big, you know, in the big continent.
If we see that they're in Japan, I'm gonna be very upset. If they say we're on the island nation of Japan, no, just go, just get off the island.
Maybe Titan is set before like we had continents.
It's like Pangea.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy that. If it's Pangea, I'll buy that. But you still have tanks though.
And this chapter of Titan points out the fact that you can blow them up. I mean, what was it, chapter 59 or 60 something? No, it was chapter 69, I think, where Eren stuck the big bomb inside the king's mouth. Oh, by the way, the king became a Titan.
Yeah, oh yeah, he was an ugly, giant, weird-looking Titan
with his mouth that never closed.
And they murdered him. He is
in the
dead.
face.
He is dead.
And like literally murdered him in the face.
Yeah, and see that's why the Reese family doesn't get the power. He had it for 3 seconds. It was like, I'm evil. But oh, there's one more thing about anime in America in movies. I saw an announcement that Lionsgate is in the process of making a live action Naruto movie.
Okay, is a Japanese man writing it? Are Japanese going to play the ninjas?
They haven't announced casting, but we can already guess what they're going to do.
They're going to get some blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy to play Naruto.
There's going to be a white guy named Sasuke, yeah. Mm-hmm. Who knows? It's early enough to the point where they might be able to fix it. But he'll probably be some kid in high school, in Leaf Village High, who gets bullied on until he realizes that he has the nine-tailed fox spirit. And everyone else will just be really good regular fighters.
This is already terrible.
Yeah, I just thought I would bring that up. I saw it yesterday.
Oh, I have one more piece of terrible news.
Mm.
We have to go see the Fantastic Four Thursday.
You mean you do?
We owe it to them.
I won't be in town. Oh, wait, I can still see it probably, huh?
Yeah.
Wherever I'm. Oh, yeah, speaking of that, I'm not going to be here next week. I'm going to be working a Ubisoft event at Rooster Teeth, or at RTX, at Rooster Teeth Con, in Austin, Texas for like 4 days. So there probably won't be a video.
Thursday video.
Yeah. Depending on what time I get back on Sunday night, maybe, if Walter's not working and saving lives or whatever he does.
Which I will be.
Why? Why though?
Because people die.
Just tell them stop it. That's
Actually, no, on Sunday I'm off.
There we go.
So then we can review the Fantastic Four. Now, we're telling you, we are only doing this for you.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be super bad.
I'm not a Fantastic Four fan at all.
It's not going to be good.
And this movie does not look great.
It's going to be the stupidest thing ever.
This is for you. This is only for you.
I hate them so much. Like, the only thing that's changed is that the graphics got better.
The Thing has no thing. I mean, he's naked. Like,
yeah.
Even in the
they're just lazy. They're like, we're not even going to try and make shorts. We're just going to put him out there. He's a rock. He's a giant rock. And it's not going to be good, but we're going to go see it.
For you guys.
I guess.
Dr. Doomshiv.
Don't bring him up. There's so much. Point is, Titan. We're caught up. There's a lot of chapters. We covered the main points. Whatever we forgot, let us know down below. I'm pretty sure we got all the big stuff.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. But Walter promises that this won't happen again. It'll be monthly.
Yeah, I won't be reading 20 more chapters again.
Yeah.
That was for something I enjoyed doing. That was a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh, this is a lot of work. But please don't forget to like, favorite, share, subscribe. Check out our other channel, D-Pad. We're starting to upload videos on that now that things are starting to roll over there. But until next time, guys, we've been your hosts, Kirby Kid
and Black Superman.
See you later, guys.